Today we're talking all or nothing mindset and how that is keeping you stuck. Because this is something that comes up all the time with the clients that I help. And when I talk to a lot of you as well, people going all in thinking, right, I need to change everything all at the same time. I need to change my nutrition. I need to do like loads of workouts. And what happens more time than what am I trying to say? What happens a lot of the time is that this just doesn't work because the expectations that you put on yourself is not realistic. It doesn't actually work around your life, that you create plans and expectations that do not have any flexibility in them whatsoever. And if we know life, we know things always happen, events come up, we've got holidays, we've got birthdays, we've got just busy lives, especially if you've got kids as well, we've got extra responsibilities. So life doesn't go as planned all the time. And when you set yourself up with these all or nothing approaches, that's why you feel that nothing works for you. That's why you have this, I'll just fail because I've tried before and it never works out. Because you're not setting yourself up for success. And that is breaking that all or nothing approach. It's why I'm so big on creating flexibility into plans and making sure you've got tools to help become unstuck from those cycles. So some of the things that I talk about with my clients is, that not every week's going to be perfect and not every day is going to be perfect. So you need to get out of that mindset that, if everything isn't perfect all the time, then you're failing. Because otherwise you're just going to be stuck in this cycle forever. So we build in tools to help break that around our goal setting, around values, around actually how to mitigate busy lifestyles. And because if you're constantly going back to these plans, these cycles, it's keeping you stuck. And that is the hard truth, that if you keep saying like, but I just need more discipline, I just need more motivation, but every time you fall down at that first hurdle, then it's not working. And I would tell you now that it's not about discipline and it's not about motivation. It is about fitting it around your life. And that this should be just something you do. And that's why we don't promote highly restrictive kind of diet plans or workout plans, because yes, you could do them for short term, but they don't last. And then you try to do it on your own, it doesn't work because you can't stick to it long term. This is about sustainability. This is about flexibility. This is about balance and how to show up for the rest of your life. And like I said, this should just be like something that you do. This is just the way I live my life. This is what I do. This is just who I am. When you get to that point, breaking that all or nothing cycle, letting go of that guilt just because you couldn't get one of your workouts in this week, it's letting it go. Because if you're always holding on to that, then you're going to be stuck in a cycle. You're going to be wrapped in guilt, and you're always going to be comparing and feel like you're failing. That's not what this is about, because life is not perfect. It's messy, it's busy, there's things that happen that are unexpected. So you need to be able to go with the ebbs and flows of that without going into a massive spiral every time something comes up your way or something happens that doesn't align with where you think you should be. So that's why the all or nothing approach keeps you stuck. And that's why we work on breaking those cycles and changing people's mindsets around it as well. Like I always say, mindset coaching isn't about, right, I hate toxic positivity. I hate that it's like everything needs to be perfect and everything's positive all the time, because no, it's not. You're human and you need to feel the emotions. You need to feel the feels. Sometimes life is a bit shit. Let's put it that way. And what we need to do is just make sure that we're going through the ebbs and flows of life and realising that some weeks are going to be difficult. Sometimes there's going to be bumps in the road, but we always, in some way or form, should be making a step forward, no matter how big or how small that step is. It can be different on day to day and week to week. Last thing you want to be doing is feeling guilty every time that something pops up. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope that explains a little bit more about all or nothing cycles and how to break them.